up for the Texas Longhorns.
Hi, my name is Jared Elliott. I'm the head volleyball coach at the University of Texas. This is my 9th season, and here's your 2009 Texas Longhorn volleyball team. Hook 'em.
My name is Bailey Webster. I'm an outside hitter, and I'm the youngest on the team.
Hi, my name is Julianne Fawcett, and I'm an opposite hitter, and I can sing. The eyes of Texas are upon you.
Hi, my name is Destinee Hooker. I'm an outside hitter, and I love the song Halle Berry. Hi, I'm Rachel Adams, middle blocker, and I love my hometown, Cincinnati. Hi, I'm Jen Doris, a junior middle blocker from Houston, and my favorite food is Mexican food. I like cheese enchiladas and chips and queso. Hi, I'm Ashley Ingalls, senior right side setter, and I want to say hi to my sister who's living in Russia with her husband, gold medal winning Kevin Hansen.
My name's Heather Kistner. I'm a senior libero. They call me Bruiser.
You represent Texas, Texas, represent Texas, 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 Texas,
The Longhorns come in 29-1. That lone defeat November 4th at Iowa State. They have rattled off 11 in a row since then. And now let's meet the starters for the two-time defending national champs.
Hi, I'm Russ Rose, head coach of Penn State, and here's my starting lineup.
Blair Brown, right side hitter. I used to play widget when I was younger. Darcy Dorton, outside hitter, and Kathy Quilico is the widget.
Megan Hodge, outside hitter, and I have a pet widget.
Fatima Balsa, middle blocker. I don't know where the widget is.
Ariel Wilson, I'm middle blacker, and I'm celebrating my 21st birthday with the widget.
Alisha Glass, setter, and I live with the widget.
Alyssa Dorico, libero, and even though I play back row, I'm taller than the widget. We are Penn State!
The Nittany Lions coming in 37-0, winners of 101 straight. Their last loss, September 15th of 2007. They beat the Cardinal 2 years ago for the title. They beat Stanford again last year for the championship and are now looking for that third in a row. Ariel Wilson will serve it up for Penn State in white, and the Longhorns in the burnt orange get on the board first. This championship match is best 3 of 5 sets, each set to 25 points, have to win by 2. If we go to a 5th set, that one will be to 15. Fatima Balza gets set in the middle, and it ping-pongs around and out. Point Penn State. What makes this matchup so intriguing, Karch, is the fact that for the first time probably in 3 years, Penn State is looking across the net at a team that is just as big and as physical as they are.
Matches up at an average of the front row players of 6 feet 3 inches each.
Working on that net that is 7 feet 4 inches high. And the Longhorns pick up another point here to go up 2-1.
One of the things we really want to follow through this match is Megan Hodge, how effective she is offensively on one side of the net, Destinee Hooker on the other side. If they're both good, they could cancel each other out. It goes to some other factors.
Glass setting Blair Brown. Got a touch. Point Penn State.
And if they neutralize each other, certainly you got to think that Texas has 5 or 6 big guns. Penn State fewer, and they're going to have to be great. Megan Hodge, Blair Brown, and Ariel Wilson.
4 All-Americans on the Penn State side, including the server Megan Hodge, the National Player of the Year. There are 2 first-team All-Americans suiting up tonight for the Longhorns as Ashley Engel, who will hit and set tonight, gets the kill.
And even though she may not be as good a setter, she brings a lot of offense with that left hand. Had some physical problems, but they have just unleashed her in the semis and finals. Said go for it. These are the last 2 matches of the season.
Destinee Hooker, the 4-time All-American, gets the ace.
And remember, she jumps to touch about 3.5 feet above the net. I don't think Penn State's used to a jump spin serve coming down at them like that, falling so shallow. Perhaps
the best female athlete in college today. She is also an NCAA high jump champion. Blair Brown setting it out to the Big Ten Freshman of the Year, Darcy Dorton, for the kill. Point Penn State.
on the other hand, while Megan Hodge plays all the way around, Dorton, number one, putting that ball between blockers is another unproven entity for Penn State. They'd love to get a lot of production out of her.
Tough serve from DeRico forces the overpass. Penn State in transition. The back set to 6'5" Blair Brown. She's stuffed. The other side to Dorton. Hopped up by Texas. Webster takes a swing off the block. And put away by Ariel Wilson.
One thing we've seen both teams do is try to establish a middle attack. Texas did it on the very first play. So did Penn State. There's one in transition to Wilson. Effective tapping it off the block.
Penn State has not been outblocked by an opponent this year. Texas just once in their 30 matches this season. Wilson through the block. Point Nittany Lions.
And this is something Wilson, number 7, does so well for Penn State, is transition from blocking, sprinting off the net, and then getting right back up. Hodge making the defensive play to start the effort.
She will set a new single-season hitting percentage record this year in NCAA play. At over 550 as Texas misses wide.
Yep, that's number 18, Amber Roberson, who doesn't receive a lot of attempts out there, but again, Texas wanting to get everybody involved in the offense.
A 4-0 run on the DeRico serve. She has been lights out throughout this NCAA tournament back there. Hodge, back row attack. Kept alive by Michelle Coker. Hodge, Glass, Brown.
DeRico passing that ball too low and too close.
Now a chance for Texas. Hooker out of the back. Point Texas.
Hooker in some ways more dangerous in the back row than in the front because often she just gets one block up. See how the only one left is number 7, Ariel Wilson, having to block one-on-one. Her blocker to their left side blocker, Darcy Dorton, bailed on the play. Needs to help out on that. Watch it to Hooker again.
Tries to tip it by the block and does so off of Brown down.
And this is why Hooker has been left in all the way around this season for Texas. She hasn't often played back row, but they want her to play some defense and more importantly, hit out of the back row. Got 2 straight kills now.
Wilson missed it. Point Texas. The Longhorns back on top.
That time, Alisha Glass really forcing the offense. That was not an ideal pass on which to try to get it to her quick hitter.
Service error for Texas. Point for Penn State. It's been an extraordinary run throughout this winning streak. The last 2 years, they have only dropped 8 sets. The entire way. They lost the opening set 2 nights ago in the semis, but they have just been so dominant over the course of this run.
They were trying to do something only 2 teams had ever done, go undefeated, win every set of every match through the NCAAs. That record, not possible now, but they certainly have the bigger one, 3 in a row, possible.
Dorton regroups, and that's blocked. Rachel Adams alongside Julianne Fawcett. Texas up a couple with Ashley Engel, the senior from Yorba Linda, California. This group of seniors is the most successful they've ever had at Texas. And Engel with the tough serve, and Adams pounds it down.
Penn State normally having the advantage as the better passing team, but now 2 overpasses and an ace. Clearly, Texas serving better. Penn State not handling that serve, and that explains the 2-point difference here.
Service error gets Penn State the point. Now Kathy Quilico, the junior from California, is on. 5 feet 1 inch tall. And she serves it up tough.
And that's exactly what Penn State wants to do. If you look at the Texas passers, they start pretty shallow. So what Penn State wants to do is hit them high at the shoulders, push them back. Somebody like Fawcett there, and in this case, Destinee Hooker pushing her back.
The back set off the block. DeRico got it. Now Brown back row. Trying to roll it over the top. Pushing it out wide. Fawcett is long. Point Penn State. They are scoring thanks to the serving game of their 2 shortest players on the floor. The 5'4" DeRico and the 5'1" Quilico.
Again, pushing Fawcett back. She's serving perfectly to Penn State strategy. Right in the corner. Now, watch, Penn State has stepped up and out of the passing formation. So now we have a new passer, Roberson, in there, but they get the change, and the libero passed the ball.
Megan Hodge with her first attempt, dug up by Hooker. Fawcett rolls. And the miscue. We've seen some trouble throughout this tournament between Glass and Wilson sliding behind.
In the last 3 matches, starting in the regional finals last weekend in Florida, especially when Wilson is going behind and Blair Brown going behind, Penn State's going to need to clean that connection up.
Yogi on to serve. Glass goes right back to Wilson. Couldn't put it away. Hooker. Now to Hodge. The block able to slow it up. Fawcett with the rip. Point Texas.
This is another thing Penn State wanted. They actually want Megan Hodge blocking directly across the net from #1 on your screen there, Julianne Fawcett. Fawcett winning that battle on that particular play.
Hodge tried to tip. Point Texas. They're up by a couple.
Trying to get way too tricky there. She's got a pretty good matchup, especially down the line on Julianne Fawcett, better than in the middle. Take a swing at the high hands.
Blair Brown back row. Fawcett looking for Hooker, launches it long.
Both teams playing with a little bit of nerves right now. Some uncharacteristic errors, like Hodge, National Player of the Year, tipping into the net. Like Hooker hitting 5 feet out, long out of bounds.
Hooker with a couple of kills. Megan Hodge yet to register one. Kelsey Ream on to serve. Back to Hooker. Ream got it. Almost a collision between the Penn State players. Hodge blocked. And Alisha Glass collided with Blair Brown, and she was hurt on the play. The St. Pete Times Forum in Tampa for the national championship match midway through set #1. Beth Mullins along with Kartskarai. Penn State in white, undefeated on the season. They have been victorious in 101 matches in a row. Texas looking to end the streak. They are in the burnt orange. They have been #2 right behind the Nittany Lions all year long. Stanford 2-0 and ended up dropping 3 straight, lost, and the preparation has been going on ever since that night in Omaha to get back here. And one of the visuals that Jared Elliott decided to use was to go break out the boxing gloves. He showed them the movie about Muhammad Ali, When We Were Kings, when he was an underdog in a fight against George Foreman. And he said, this is the kind of confidence, the kind of belief that you have in this team that Muhammad Ali had preparing for his fight.
And it's interesting because this team was almost undefeated, and yet they're taking the bunker mentality, the embattled, the team that's not getting any respect. A couple of more points against Iowa State earlier this season, and they too would be undefeated. But they have taken on that mentality since losing to Stanford from that 2-0 lead last year in the national semifinals.
And they also have, you saw there, the Hunter Lawrence jersey. He is the field goal kicker that got Texas a second chance with 1 second remaining in that Big 12 championship. That kept their title hopes alive. And Jared Elliott got the jersey from Mac Brown and brought it into the locker room and said, hey, a second chance for Texas. They took advantage. We need to do the same with our second chance this year.
And in fact, as that football game was going on, Elliott sent a text to a few of his players saying, look, this is going to be a defining moment for him, and that's the moment we want to be in. They are now in that moment, and there's a jump serve to pull Texas even from Ashley Engel, who does not hit her serve that hard. Had some physical problems this year, but she's figuring This is the last match of her career. She's going to break it out. Almost another ace.
3 points in a row for Texas. Hodge out of the back, rejected. The Longhorns 2 points away from the set.
Smart by the Longhorns to get 3 players up on that and slow Hodge down.
So Penn State trying to
3 minutes one-on-one a year or so ago. He gives them a lot of time, helps them out.
And these are all the teams currently playing right now. Men's basketball, they knocked off the defending champs earlier today, beat North Carolina. Women's hoops is in the top 25, and their swimming and diving teams are both in the top 5 in the country. So it's a good time for Longhorn fans right now. And it'd be even better if they grab this opening set. They're up 23-22.
Some big momentum swings. We had the 7-2 for Penn State, now the 4-0 scoring run for Texas.
We understand, too, some of the football coaches at Penn State have made the trip over from Orlando. They are in bowl preparations as well. Hooker, back row.
Coach Elliott really jumping up off the bench that time. Felt like it was a mishandled ball, but Destinee Hooker getting that first set point now for Texas.
They've got 2 of them right here. 5-0 run on the serve of Ashley Engel. Dorton, the freshman, no. Engel, the tip rolls. Hodge, back row off speed. No! Outstanding defense from Kistner, and Hooker ends the first set. The 2 seniors getting together, the 3rd senior.
You subtract the 3 from the 1, that's -2 divided by her total of 8 is -250, way off her season total of about 400.
And let's get ready to see a lot more of Megan Hodge, because 2 of her teammates were set more than she was, and that does not happen for the Nittany Lions, and Wilson gets the kill inside. Point Penn State. 4th for Ariel, the junior from Broadview, Illinois. One of their 4 first-team All-Americans, along with Glass, Hodge, and Brown. Fawcett, 2 on the block, point Texas.
Megan Hodge not getting her left hand strong there. Fawcett tooling it off the block. That's a matchup that Penn State wants to work better than it has so far.
Kistner serving, the senior from Sugar Land, Texas. And Fatima Balza, one of the newcomers to the starting lineup this year, strikes. Long on the service error for a Penn State team that's been number 1 all season. Texas number 2 nipping at their heels. And adding to the intrigue this year as well, Coach, was the move by assistant coach Salima Rockwell. Played at Penn State, a long-time assistant at Penn State, guided center Alisha Glass, and in the offseason, not in any acrimonious way, left for greener pastures, if you will, at Texas. She is the highest paid assistant coach, and one of the big reasons why they have been successful with Ashley Engel setting.
Coach Elliott, the relentless recruiter. Now he doesn't just recruit players, he recruited talent on his bench, on his staff, and she has been a huge upgrade as far as helping her setters, especially Ashley Engel, who only sets part-time, and of course Michelle Coker. They each set only part-time, but helping them calm down, make better decisions. They love her sense of humor. Even if they're making a bad play and they're watching it on tape, they can laugh it off and just figure out, how do we make a better one?
Still friendly with a lot of the Penn State players, and has provided for some emotional moments, but a few awkward ones as well. The Penn State fans right behind the Texas bench now. It's funny to see Rockwell in the burnt orange this year in her first season.
We had a sign up earlier, you look better in blue. But not only does she help the setter, she's just taken over the whole offense. Coach Elliott loves how experienced she is. She was a captain of her team, captain of the USA national team. such a calming presence, he said, I'm just going to hand over my whole offense to her.
Glass unable to connect with Wilson. Point Texas up early here in the second set.
I think the story so far, Penn State not passing that well, Hodge getting no offense, Wilson struggling, Blair struggling. That's the big three for Penn State.
Hodge still has not taken a swing yet in this set as Texas gets another kill.
They cannot get Blair, Brown, or Ariel Wilson going this time. Brown getting blocked against two.
Doris serving the ace.
Penn State trying to pass with two. Unable to do so that time. Megan Hodge covering half the court, forcing a timeout.
Texas doubling up Penn State 8-4. Free ball, Nittany Lions. Glass to Megan Hodge. It's over. The Penn State Nittany Lions are the 2007 national champions. Krista's going to set it. Fawcett running in. Off the block. The national championship for the second year in a row goes to a perfect Penn State Nittany Lion team. 38-0. The last two titles looking for a third, but they are in a funk so far through the first couple of sets. They have never trailed 2-0 over the course of the last 101 wins and have only played 2 5-set matches in the last 2 seasons. When they come out of the timeout and get the point.
Coming into this match, Penn State had on paper a big advantage in terms of being the better passing team, the team that controls the opponent's pass. And there's a rare poor pass from Heather Kistner, the libero for Texas.
Tip by Engel.
Confusion there. 2 players for Penn State all over them. But one of the things that a lot of college teams do, they measure their passing in real time on a 3-point scale. And after that first set, Penn State getting out-passed. A good number would be 2.4. Penn State only at a 1.9 versus Texas's 2.1.
Glass looking for Dorton. Point Penn State. Dorton showing a lot of emotion. The freshman trying to fire up her teammates right now. 5 kills. She's one of the players that doesn't have a trophy yet.
Well, who would have thunk it? The leading kill outside hitter or hitter in general for Penn State, the freshman Dorton.
Hooker back low. They go back to Destinee. Got her.
Penn State again leaving middle. Watch these 2 outside blockers for Penn State just bailing on this play. They have got to help. That's leaving 2 lanes wide open for Destinee Hooker. No wing help from the blockers.
Glass looking for Hodge. Still cannot get it going. Let's see if they go back to her again. Megan Hodge, the National Player of the Year, finds the floor.
And it's especially important for Penn State when they have maybe an Amber Roberson hitting in front of them who doesn't get a lot of swings. They have to think every time Texas can get the ball to Hooker, they've got to watch out for that.
Hooker. Wide left. Point Penn State. Boy, those 2 can bring some heat. Hooker and Hodge.
With a strap on the crash helmet if you're going to try and dig that line shot there. Blair Brown just getting out of the way. Hooker more often, as most outside hitters are, patterned much more toward the angle. That time she saw a little bit of line left with Alisha Glass, the blocker in front of her.
Engel. Hooker tips it around the block. She is making all the right moves so far.
And that last hit, the play before, was so hard she had Blair Brown leaning back a little. Brown thinking, another one hard's coming at me, but she reacted too late to get the tip up. Moving backward because of the heat that came before.
We have seen a lot of Penn State over the last couple of years, and rarely do they look tentative, which is the word that comes to mind right now. Hodge sent back by Texas. Texas. She'll swing again, dug up by Kistner. Looking at Hooker. Yes.
Well, we talked about it early in the show. Hooker and Hodge could neutralize each other, but it's not that case. Even a great hit over the block. Kistner comes up with it. Hooker has the answer. Hodge does not.
9 kills now for Destinee. Hodge tried to tip it. Hooker rips it. 10 kills for Destinee.
And that was not an easy ball to hit from Destinee Hooker. Way off the net. She worked hard with her feet, got it in front of her. Hit that seam between middle back and right back.
There's Megan Hodge. Her 3rd kill.
Now again, we'll see which way Penn State serves. If they can keep it off the libero for Texas. No, they can't. Perfect pass. And the put away because of that perfect pass. That's what we call in-system volleyball. A pass right on top of the setter's head. Texas could have run any one of its 3 options.
They've got no answer right now for Destinee Hooker. 14-9 Texas. Fawcett with a good serve. Hooker pounces.
And in that last timeout, that was the most animated I've seen Coach Rose in a while. We'll see what he has to say to his team here, but they need to wake up.
15-9, Texas with the lead in the second. They already took the opening set and are trying for the commanding lead. Let's get to know the All-American for the Longhorns, Destinee Hooker.
Hi, my name is Destinee Hooker, and I'm a senior outside hitter from San Antonio, Texas. I hold the indoor high jump collegiate record with a jump of 6'6". Along with our football team, we hope to win the first of 2 national titles. My favorite thing to do is to hang out with my best friend and teammate, Julianne Fawcett.
And Hooker on a tear right now with a dozen kills. Destinee going to swing again. Got it down. Hitting over 450 so far in the match.
Take those kills minus the errors, and of course we got to add a 13th one that she lodged just since then, but that was a 3-person block up, and still she hit it around it down the line. Very effective for Texas.
They've taken 6 of the last 7 points. Kistner with another good get, and it's all Hooker for Texas. Tremendous defense, giving Destinee another opportunity.
Wow, Texas just coming back that much harder. What a read by Kistner to dive and bruise the floor and make that play, giving Hooker the opportunity to finish it off. But that was the most thunder we've seen all night. No answer for Penn State. We talked about it early, thinking Hodge and Hooker would be about a wash. It's clearly not.
Yep.
Hooker dominating Penn State. Hodge having no answer so far.
Destinee already with 9 kills of their 17 in this set. And here she comes again. Number 2, Texas. Number 1, Penn State. The Nittany Lions' quest for a 3rd consecutive championship is in serious jeopardy. Texas has put them in an early funk. 101 consecutive wins, and over the course of that streak, they have never been down 0-2, and they're close to it tonight.
And UCLA was the closest team ever at trying to win 3 in a row. Won in 90 and 91, but lost in 4 sets to Stanford in the final. Now Penn State having that opportunity, but getting really blown out in this second set.
They have just not been able to get on track, and meanwhile, Texas has been getting an outstanding effort from Destinee Hooker. Amber Roberson gets the kill right there.
It's hard enough to stop Hooker, but when all the other players start making kills, including Amber Roberson, that number 18 for Texas that time, then it's even more trouble because they can't just key on Hooker.
Dorton, she has been the one bright spot so far for Penn Penn State. The freshman with 6 kills.
Leading her team with those 6 kills, but normally she averages just a little over 2%.
Blair Brown with the service error. Texas 5 points away from a 2-0 lead. Ace for Engel.
We haven't seen some of these serves from Julianne Fawcett and from Ashley Engel. They are unleashing on their jump serve and not worrying so much about the errors because they're getting the aces, and it's taking Penn State out of its game. Normally Penn State a good passing team, but not so far this match.
Willico to serve, down a touchdown. Fawcett unloads.
One Fawcett coming barreling in here. Alisha Glass just a little too far outside that end blocker for Penn State. And she just rips it in the seam between the 2 blockers.
Glass. Hodge blocked. Fawcett this time on the other side. Wilson setting Hodge the tip. Kistner's got it. Hooker. Glass to Hodge, yes.
Megan Hodge has got to be the leader of this Penn State squad. All her experience, 4-time All-American. This is the time that I think a lot of her teammates are looking to her for that leadership. An opportunity, great opportunity for Penn State to respond to adversity. We'll see how they do the rest of this second set and beyond.
Net violation. Point Texas. Kistner will serve. Hodge off the fingertips.
And we saw the speed of that set pick up a little bit. That's one thing. The faster the set to Megan Hodge, the more effective she is, the less time blockers have to front her. We'll look for a lot of that the rest of this match is Penn State trying to pick up the tempo.
Hooker blocked. Penn State trying to at least get a little momentum into the intermission. Engel. Hooker stopped again.
Better help by the Penn State end blocker. In that case, Blair Brown getting a 2-person block. That's wearing the different color jersey. She's number 19 in black. The last play, Penn State was able to do it, keep it off her. Their best target right now is actually a cross-court serve from Alisha Glass to number 1, Julianne Fawcett. Let's see if she goes that way. Nope.
Engel. Fawcett. The Penn State block. Starting to rise to the occasion.
Better strong left hand that time, that outside hand of Megan Hodge. And all of a sudden, Penn State's back in it. This is a winnable set now for them.
Engel. Hooker. Slowed by the block. Elbowed out of bounds. And so the set points are now stacked up for Texas. Glass to Blair Brown. Kistner there again. Double contact on the horns. Point Penn State. They have taken 5 of the last 6.
Kistner's been doing a really nice job positioning herself, especially looking for those cutback shots, picking that one up there, but Texas can't convert.
Still set point. Doris, the off speed, got it. And the Texas Longhorns are up 2-zip on the 2-time defending champs.
2.1, well below their average.
It has happened twice before that a team has come from 0-2 down in the finals to win the championship. 2 times in the 29-year history of this event. And Megan Hodge getting the quick start for Penn State.
And Penn State has switched the matchups in sets number 1 and 2. They started with a different server, so they're trying something different to try to get Blair Brown. Oh, and not a very aggressive swing there by Julianne Fawcett. She's got to keep that ball over the net and in the court.
Megan Hodge, Alisha Glass, the winningest class in volleyball history. Will they have the leadership to get their team back in it and close out their careers with a 3rd title?
Only one school's been actually able to win 2 and get back to that final. UCLA many years ago. But Texas wanted to be in this position last year. Up 2-0 in the semis, letting that lead slip away to Stanford, and thought they could be the spoiler in it. They thought they could have ended that streak a year ago. Now they have to do it at 101 if they're going to do it tonight.
Coach, you've been in these situations where you've been in trouble, and all you need is a little taste of momentum to get right back into it. Texas does not want to allow that to happen right here.
Well, it starts one play at a time. The only thing any player can control is what happens on the very next play. So Megan Hodge has got to, and Alisha Glass, those two senior, that dynamic duo, have to be leaders and will their team on to winning the next point and then the next. And they're going to have to grind their way through when they're not playing at their best. The great ones win when they're not at their best.
They first played together at the age of 14. And over the last 4 years, they have been critical cogs in this Penn State juggernaut.
And when they played together, Alisha Glass on your screen there, number 6, was actually pushing Megan Hodge out of the passing formation. Hodge wasn't good enough to control the ball at that time, and now she makes a perfect pass just like that.
Blair Brown is the other critical component here for Penn State, who's been quiet so far.
Texas really has 5 or 6 hitting weapons. Penn State only 3. But if Brown's not doing it, and Wilson's not doing it, and Hodges not doing it, it's 5 or 6-0.
Doris is denied. Outside to Dorton. Penn State getting something going here in the 3rd. Darcy Dorton with 7 kills. Hooker, she's a run stopper right there. Point Texas.
Again, we've showed it before on the end zone. We freeze it right here. 2 blockers are not going to get in to help the middle there. Wide open for Destinee Hooker. Those end blockers have to, wing blockers have to pinch in. If Penn State is going to slow Hooker down. Oh, a lucky touch there for Darcy Dorton. She missed that ball. It was flying out of bounds. But those wing blockers cannot leave and bail on the middle blocker, as Penn State has been doing. I don't think that's a part of the game plan.
7-4. Penn State trying to climb back. They will have to win 3 sets in a row to win their 3rd championship. Outside, Megan Hodge. Kistner got another one. Wilson, the chip shot over the top. Point Penn State.
But that's really a lucky play. That's not a connection you want to see. That's not a crisp connection between the 2 players on your screen there. Alisha Glass, number 6, and number 7, Wilson, the hitter.
Most important for Penn State, Hodge, Brown, Dorton, Wilson, all contributing with kills early on in the 3rd. Russ Rose lost the first 3 championship matches he coached in and has won the last 3, winning in '99 and now the last 2 years in a row. Rarely shows a whole lot of emotion over there. He's got his own stats that he likes to keep. He's a statistical guru.
And I like the honesty of that interview he gave earlier. He just said, look, we're not competing. This team needs some veteran leadership. We're not getting at that. We're getting some production from our younger players, but this is our opportunity to respond. Needs them to pick it up. Not a very good set there.
Hooker out of the back row.
But that play got stopped because of a wing blocker helping.
This time it's Fawcett, long point Penn State.
So the difference that time was Alisha Glass, the right side blocker for Penn State, went in and helped and got a touch on Destinee Hooker out of the back row.
This is the top blocking team in the country. They had 15 blocks against Hawaii in the semis. Serving substitution for Penn State.
As we mentioned earlier, Penn State choosing a different starting server. On the other hand, Texas starts with Destinee Hooker in the left front almost every time. They want to get her the offense.
Fawcett swooping in. Return to sender by Glass and balls up. Life in the Nittany Lions.
Watch Alisha Glass, number 6 here, flying out to the outside to her right. Julianne Fawcett never saw her coming.
Hooker. 2 blockers up on Hooker out of the back.
Last 2 plays, great help by the wing blockers. We've talked about it until now. Wing blockers have not been helping, but that time you saw Megan Hodge leaning in.
Hooker this time tries to tip. Ream diving to save it. Hodge is stuffed. They'll go back to Megan. Slowed down again by the block. Here comes Texas. Looking to Roberson cross court. Kistner down to pick it up. Hooker got it. Point Texas.
What a play by Hooker and a great up by Heather Kistner. Watch, Hooker goes right over the 2 blockers that time. Penn State doing a nice job, but when somebody goes over you because she's at 10'10" and the net is 7'4", nothing you can do about it. Even Coach Rose for Penn State has said she regularly renders the block useless.
She can touch it almost a foot over the top of a basketball rim, and there's the stuff by Texas denying Megan Hodge.
Texas doing a really nice job there. 2 blockers all over Megan Hodge as she comes barreling in for the fast set.
Glass looking outside to Hodge. No. Point Texas.
Another mistake by Hodge. That time it wasn't a great set, but she has to keep that ball over the net and in the court.
Yogi served it wide. Number 2 Texas in the burnt orange, undefeated number 1 Penn State in white here in Tampa. Beth Mullins along with 3-time NCAA national champion Karch Karai. Julianne Fawcett with the kill and a point for the Longhorns, who have come out on fire. They've jumped out to the 2-0 lead, and that's a spot that Penn State has not found themselves in over 2 years. They have won 101 consecutive matches, an NCAA women's athletics record, and Blair Brown is rejected.
What a nice job by the Texas blockers of reading Alisha Glass and adjusting and getting 2 blockers in front of all 3, in front of the 1 hitter who got that ball. All 3 were coming on very fast patterns.
It is the best winning streak in NCAA history for the women. There has never been a team that has won 3 in a row in volleyball. There has never been a program that has gone back-to-back unbeaten for a national championship. And Texas is trying to end the run here in the 3rd set. Brown cut it. Point Penn State. They've been twice as good as any other volleyball team, better than UConn basketball, Stanford tennis, even North Carolina soccer.
But another serve going to Heather Kistner, the libero for Texas. You do not want the serve to go to either player who's wearing the different color jersey. Penn State not getting the serve to the right players on the court for Texas.
Kistner nails on the pass. Hooker gets another kill. That's 21 now in the match for Destinee. Dorton gets dug up. Back to Darcy Dorton. Off the block and out. Point Penn State.
If anything, it looks like Dorton is doing the most exhorting of her teammates right now with this 9th kill, far beyond her normal production. And it's the freshman who's trying to get her teammates going. What a nice serve there. That one, cross court, far away from Heather Kistner. That's the kind of serve that Penn State needs. Keep it away from Kistner, break down the offensive pattern, serve the front. She knows very well how to defend it, and we've seen some phenomenal defense, especially the front row, the blockers for Texas. And in fact, in the last time out, we saw her doing all the talking. Jared Elliott laying back, letting her try to get Texas going here after falling down by 6. Another effective serve to push it deep and away from the libero. Offset.
Glass looking to Blair Brown, sends it deep for the point. So very familiar with the Penn State team and with the Longhorns. That was in that last timeout, actually.
And there was a mistake. The serve goes to Kistner. It's no coincidence that Texas just stopped the run of Penn State because the serve went to the wrong player. Coaches tell their players all the time. But it's a little funny because if you say don't do something, the last thing they remember is do something. So you got to say serve here. Serve to a different player. Watch it coming from Engel. Deep.
Some more good defense by Texas, and Kistner in particular talking about how they were so close last year, yet so far after that bitter disappointment of a loss in the national semifinals when they fully expected to be in the championship match. And they've been working hard ever since to return for an opportunity tonight.
The last 2 swings of Blair Brown, the best 2 swings of the match for her. Very tentative early, getting the ball, making it at a higher contact point in front of her head. Let's see if she can get a better serve off. She does. She serves the player she wanted to there, but Texas runs it better.
Hodge, could some of this too be there has been so much pressure on this Penn State team that have you ever been in a situation where when you go down 0-2 for the first time in a long time, they've got nothing to lose?
I'd love to have been in the situation of winning 101. I've never been able to do that.
But they're much looser in this set than we saw in the first 2.
Absolutely. I think a lot of the pressure was off them. They won Coach Rose's 1,000th just 2 days ago. They got the 101. They got to triple figures there, and now it's just play it out and let it happen. And they just didn't come out with a lot of fire those first 2 sets. Another good serve by Penn State. Much better serving. But then Blair Brown, remember, Coach even talked about it at the break. Blair Brown has let 5 tips drop in front of her. There comes another one. She has to give up the harder driven ball and position herself about 3 feet closer so she can make that up.
23 kills now for Destinee Hooker. The overpass dropped down by Roberson, Point, Texas. For more coverage of the 2009 NCAA Division I Women's Volleyball Championship, go to NCAA.com, the official online home for all 88 NCAA championships. Strong serve by Texas gets them an opportunity. Roberson dug up. Double contact called on Blair Brown. It's, of course, a great month for NCAA championships. Villanova winning the D1 football title. Northwest Missouri State, the D2.
Save the play from deep here. Go ahead, run it. And she puts it over the net. And watch Destinee Hooker jump in there and take it away from the libero. Nobody ever does that if you're 6'4" and you're thinking about hitting. But that's how her ball control has improved. She's pushing everybody out of the way and ready to try and lead her team to a title.
What a memorable night for her so far. 23 kills, hitting over 400. Penn State trying to get back in it. They need to win the next 3 sets to win the title.
Ariel Wilson does that on a regular basis for Penn State, but since last week, they were great against Florida in this regional semifinals. We've not seen that good a connection. She does that routinely. It's the first time, though, tonight she's had that kind of crush down the line.
Fawcett pushes it across to Brown. They go back outside to Hodge. Engel was there. Saved it. Free ball, Penn State. Glass looking to Hodge again. Down the line. Whistle against Texas.
The real difference, I think, is the serving for Penn State this game, Beth. They're getting it to the right people. That last serve went to number 18, Roberson, and kept it away from 19. We'll see where this one goes.
Fawcett. Green on a play. Point Texas.
Green being a middle blocker, she got off a great serve, but didn't get stopped and balanced on defense. Of course, she doesn't play a lot of defense. The person coming in for her right now, Alisha Glass, is the normal defensive specialist for her. Bad break for Penn State there on a playable ball.
Sydney Yogi, the sophomore from Honolulu, in the same high school as President Obama. Hodge missed it long. Point Texas. Trying to extend her career. At least one more set is Megan Hodge. Blair Brown, back row. And it's back-to-back hitting errors.
2 unforced errors by Penn State. Texas, Yogi doing a nice job of serving very short, forcing Fatima Balsha to take that. This time Hodge takes it.
Kistner looking for Hooker. Willico got it up. Hodge couldn't put it away. Engel looking for Destinee. That time Brown covers the tip. And that time she got Hodge another swing as a result.
You called it, Beth. Brown doing a better job of picking those tips up. Give away some of the deep hard hits for Hooker. Come in and get those tips when she breaks it out, and it gives Hodge another chance to win the rally later.
Our crack statistician, Mike Sondheimer, letting us know that's 10 kills now for Megan Hodge. She's back on track, and here she goes again. Yogi popped it up. Glass. Brown. Set point, Penn State.
Brown also has come alive in this third set, and Penn State needs all of her production. Remember, she picked up a lot of the production that was lost by those 2 graduating All-Americans, Krista Hormato and Nicole Fawcett, from last year.
Texas staves off one.
Texas, of course, has 3 returning All-Americans. The only one they lost is sitting on their bench. Lauren Paolini, the great middle blocker for them.
3 more set points. Hodge, Glass, Hodge. Kistner is there. Hodge missed it.
Starts with the defense of Kistner, and all of a sudden,
timeout Nittany Lions as Texas has saved 2 set points. They've got 2 more to go.
well, now Texas has a chance to set up its defense, knowing the ball could well go to Hodge again.
24-22, Penn State trying to get back into this match. Beth Mowins, along with 3-time NCAA champion Kurt Skarai, and the Longhorns looking so strong through those first 2 sets. Penn State now finally getting their game together here in the third.
And it really starts with the passing of Penn State. We talk about those numbers on a 3-point scale. Penn State this set alone passing much better at a 2.4. Texas down a little, and that explains why Penn State is up by 2 points. But the other thing is, I think Blair Brown coming alive on offense. If they get Wilson back, then they're back to their big 3, and it could be a long evening.
It is an historic night here in Tampa as the Texas Longhorns try to end the incredible run that Penn State has put together. They're looking for their 2nd national title, but the first one came before any of the current Longhorns were even born. And for the Nittany Lions, will it be an historic 3rd win in a row, or will the history end and the longest winning streak in NCAA women's sports history come to a close here tonight?
Texas a good opportunity here with their assistant coach, Salima Rockwell, who knows this Penn State offense so well, to set up the play, what they want to do with their blockers and their 2nd line of defense, the backcourt.
Penn State trying to become the 3rd team to rally in the final from an 0-2 deficit to win it.
Penn State has all three hitters. They could go to Blair Brown behind. They could go to Hodge out on the left side. We'll see if Blair comes screaming around. She does, but gets blocked.
A third consecutive set point denied by Texas. One more to go.
If I were Texas, I'd be looking all over to Megan Hodge now. We'll see if they're... Coach there is screaming to try to make a blocking switch. Nope.
Glass goes to Hodge. Doesn't get good contact. Texas for the tie. And Hodge finishes them off. And a sigh of relief from Megan Hodge as the two-time defending champs.
6 kills of those 11 to keep her team alive. But Penn State picked their serving up. Texas didn't receive as well and didn't get Kistner to be able to touch, or actually Penn State served away from Kistner, the libero, much more effectively.
They are friends off the court, rivals on it. Hodge with 2 titles to her credit. Hooker trying to close out her career with one.
So this is the same matchup that Coach Russ Rose of Penn State switched to for the 3rd set, and they won.
Engel looking to Fawcett. No! Point Penn State to open up the 4th.
Not a very smart hit that time by Julianne Fawcett. When you're late and there's a good block, low set, the last thing you want to do is hit low seam, and Megan Hodge all over that.
Texas wins this set, they win the championship. Penn State wins it, we will go to the 5th to decide it.
2 years ago, Penn State was up 2-0. Stanford came storming back, but Penn State great in the 5th. Now Penn State having that opportunity to come back for the first time in that 101 match win streak.
Kistner, who has been dynamic tonight with her defense and her passing. Blair Brown.
It's really about 5 weapons for Texas, about 3 for Penn State, and Brown is one of those 3. She's been much more effective in set number 3, and so far starting well with a good hard hit down the line.
9 kills for Brown. Engel looking to Fawcett. She gets it off the block. Julianne with her 8th kill of the match. The junior from San Diego, former National Freshman of the Year.
And that last hit was a much smarter choice that time. 3 blockers up. She hit high off the hands instead of the low seam. And she's really been bringing it this whole match, playing with great confidence. A big improvement. She struggled a little her sophomore year, came really back very strong this junior year.
Dorton gets the kill. Darcy Dorton now with 10. She's into double digits to join Hodge.
That's a nice serve for Penn State.
Can't take advantage of it with Destinee Hooker getting her 24th.
They got exactly the serve they wanted. They served Ashley Engel, got a fairly poor pass, but when you have a player who's 6'4" and the NCAA high jump champion, sometimes there's nothing you can do, even when you draw it up perfectly.
Serves it into the net, point Penn State. Touches 10, 10.5. She has won 4 individual NCAA championships as a high jumper. Says it would be even more special to do it because of the team dynamic as just a piece of the puzzle here for Texas.
That's right. She's high jumped 6'6". That's close to the top of the net. Imagine her just getting over that net with the old Fosbury flop. Very effective serve by Penn State that time, creating the overpass.
You'd be hard-pressed to find a better athlete in women's college athletics, and a collision between Engel and Hooker. Pushed over by Alisha Glass, and they slammed into each other pretty hard.
They really did. There was great confusion. Engel still limping around a little. Hooker and Engel went for the same set. It looked like it was for both of them.
And again, they're playing the 6-2 that they just switched to a few weeks ago. So Engel has not been a hitter all year long.
Here's that collision again. Two hitters, going down for the same set, but it stays alive. And now Coach Jarrett Elliott calling a timeout, letting those two players cool off a little bit, shake it off.
He's arguing, too, that last call that went against Texas. They're down 6-3 here in the fourth. It was arguing about.
Well, we saw the crash early in the rally, but later on, Alisha Glass throws it down, and Jen Doris, number 8 on your screen in the burnt orange, right here, tries to play the ball up with a fist. It looks like she got called for a lift, and that's what Coach Jarrett Elliott was arguing. He felt that that was not a lift. The danger he has in arguing too much is that the team starts focusing on other things. They really need to get back to passing the ball. There's a great pass by Ashley Engel. Oh, nice hand kick there.
Rico kept it alive. Kistner got to it for Texas, and now Destinee Hooker is blocked.
And how many were up? 2 that time. Early in this match, the only player up at the net was number 7. Watch Alyssa DeRico come flying in here. What a great up just with the left hand. When it goes to your left, you want to go with your left hand. And then good help by the wing blocker that time. They've got it.
Free ball for Texas. Engel.
Engel coming for the X.
Hooker. Doris. No. They'll try again. Hooker out of the back.
What an up.
Right at Blair Brown at about 60 miles an hour. Glass tried to dunk.
Nice read by 2 Texas players all over that. That's the dunk.
Blocked by Hodge. Engel couldn't take a chance, had to dig it up. Another stuff for Penn State. Jarrett Elliott quickly up off the bench saying, hey, let's settle down, everybody, for Texas.
And again, an out-of-system play, a broken play. It's hard to swing low seam. That was a well-formed block by Penn State. Another nice pass by Engel.
5-0 run, and the Penn State fans have something to cheer about.
Watch Hooker coming out of the back. Nope.
Hooker gets the kill outside to Robinson. Point Texas.
I thought for sure that ball was going to Destinee Hooker. She's the one who is really, she calls herself the ever-ready, the bunny, who just wants to infuse her teammates with all that energy. When they get her going, they get going.
Doris, the serving error, giving Penn State a free point.
Penn State cooling Hooker off just a little bit is giving itself a chance. In this particular formation, Kistner is standing in the middle. 3 Texas passers.
Engel to Coker. And the kill. Rachel Adams, the sophomore from Cincinnati. 6 down for Rachel. And Engel will go back, the left-hander to serve.
Yeah, Adams really happy not to be playing with that brace that she had to use all last season after she strained that MCL.
Glass to Hodge. Kistner again. Hodge to Barza. Setting up the middle.
Alisha Glass picking her spots, trying to get a player who doesn't normally notch many kills involved just enough so that it keeps the opponents honest.
Engel finding Adams, making some noise now in the fourth. Sydney Yogi comes on to serve. Glass looking to Megan Hodge. Yogi dug it up for Texas. The quick counter. Hooker, yes. Destinee with 25 kills tonight.
That's the transition that Texas was so effective in sets 1 and 2. Digging by Kistner, termination by Hooker.
Rolls over for Penn State. Now Texas. Adams again.
Engel trying to mix it up. Adams notching a few effective kills here in transition against a one-on-one ball.
No doubt about that one. Point Penn State.
The previous play, Penn State wanted to run that same thing, but Blair Brown ran to a different space on the court, so she had to just barely get it over. Penn State's got to clean up its communication. Can't have any doubt between setter and hitter.
Darcy Dorton, Yogi down to pick it up. Now Fawcett with the tip. DeRico covers. Balza cannot finish. Here comes Engel. Adams taking over for Texas. Undefeated Penn State in white. The 2 seed, Texas Longhorns in burnt orange. Texas trying to deny Penn State what has never been done before, and that's win 3 consecutive Division I volleyball championships. Destinee Hooker with 26 kills. And for the Nittany Lions, for the first time in 2 years, they are down 0-2 in a match. And that 101 consecutive win streak is in serious doubt. Off the antenna, Point Texas. And they have come back to tie it up here in the 4th.
There are so many eerie similarities between the 1992 UCLA team that tried to win 3 in a row and this Penn State team, 4 returning All-Americans, same thing.
Fawcett with the stuff, and Texas has the lead.
Lost the first 2, won the 3rd, but lost in 4. Penn State might have that happen here. Timeout, Penn State.
7-1 run for the Longhorns. And the first time they won it, none of the current players was even alive back in 1988.
As Engel just said on that tape, I wasn't even born at that time. Got to it in 95, also in the final, but lost to Nebraska. But in a great position here after being down early on that 7-point run, now up by 1.
Glass looking to Megan Hodge, the National Player of the Year, gets the kill for Penn State.
And if Penn State is going to get going, it's got to be Hodge, who's hitting only 104 on the season. She's hitting 386. Meanwhile, Hooker close to her season average, carrying the Texas offense.
Blair Brown looking to Darcy Dorton, tried to push it deep. Kistner is there. Here comes Texas. Destinee Hooker. Hodge tried to tip it out of the back. Dorton now swinging for Penn State. She's blocked. Looking at Hodge out of the back. Off the block and out. Penn State back in front.
We've talked about it this postseason, working off the ball. And in that case, Darcy Dorton got blocked almost certain point going toward the floor. And then a great cover by the libero, Alisha Glass, keeping it alive. That's a working off the ball play, much like rebounding in basketball.
It has happened twice in championship history where a team has rallied from an 0-2 deficit to win the national championship. That is what Penn State is trying to do tonight, and certainly Coach plant a seed in Texas' head, because not only was that a disappointing loss in the semis last year, but it was a loss where they were winning 2-0 and dropped 3 straight to get eliminated.
I mentioned it once before, but Penn State's not playing its best. A lot of that is Texas taking Penn State out of its game, but the great teams figure out a way to win. Even if they only have 60% going, they figure out how to get 100% of that 60%. And Penn State, they really show its greatness, would be able to come back here in the 5th.
Destinee Hooker has tied her career high with 27 kills in the biggest match of her life.
The one set, these 4 that she got slowed down, was the one Penn State won, but now she has Texas in a good state here, going down the tarmac to launch.
Wilson had a long way to go for that one. Kistner pancakes it up. Double contact called on the Longhorns. Point Penn State.
Another nice stuff by Kistner. But of course, Roberson not able to control that ball. A mishandled ball. You hate to have that happen when you make a great defensive play.
Coker. Roberson slams it home.
But she sure makes up for it with that one. I like what she did there. You see, she didn't try to hit down steeply to the floor. She hit the last 5 feet of court. Very rarely will that get blocked to the floor if it gets blocked at all.
All tied up midway through the fourth. Glass to Hodge. Nice get by Hooker. Roberson wrong. Penn State back up by 1.
That was a nice up by Hooker. She's not expected to play a lot of defense. They keep her in the back row. She's doing a little more passing, a little more defense, but they really want to use her in the offense. Maybe coming here.
There's Hooker against the triple block. Hodge. The two-time defending champs. Up 2 in the fourth.
We talked about it early. Penn State blockers not helping out, but in that rally, they helped out a lot, got the touch, and then Hodge gets the kill at the end.
Timeout. Team will be playing in the BCS Championship. Men's, women's basketball, swimming and diving for the men and women. They will all be in contention for a championship throughout their seasons. And yesterday, Jarrett Elliott heard from football coach Mac Brown, got this text about David and Goliath. Tell the ladies, I wish I could be there. I will be in spirit. Hook 'em, Mac. And a very tight-knit athletic community in Austin. They are all rooting for Texas here this evening. They already beat North Carolina in men's basketball earlier today. Ashley Engel, strong serve. They'll get a free ball. Engel looking to set, full set, got it.
Remember that missed serve by Ariel Wilson coming out of the timeout. Penn State had Texas down by 2, forced that timeout. One of the surprises that's got to be shaking Penn State up a little is this serve of Ashley Engel. She has not been jump spinning a lot, nor has Julianne Fawcett, and they've both broken out the heater, put Penn State in trouble through much of this match.
Sent that one long, though, to get Penn State the lead back. Short floater from Glass. The block slows it down. Megan Hodge cuts it cross court. For more coverage of all of the 2009 NCAA Division I championships, go to ncaa.com. It's the official online home for all 88 NCAA championships. Julianne Fawcett. Quillico with the pass. Hodge going to get another swing right at Kistner. The back set for Hooker dug up. Diving save by Dorico. Now Engel in transition. Hooker swooping out of the back. 3 blockers were there.
Good help by the wing blockers that time.
They'll go back to Hooker. Dorico got the tip up, but they couldn't bring it up a second time. And Destinee Hooker with a new career high. 28 kills in the final.
Wow. 7%. Her average is about 5. She's way over that, and actually a little bit of a break for Dorico there, or a bad break, I should say. She had read that well, but when it hit the net and hung on that, it rolled farther outside toward the sideline. She couldn't adjust.
Brown's tip is blocked. Adams was there at the net, pushed over by Megan Hodge, showing some emotion now. Penn State 5 points away from forcing a 5th set.
Glass has talked about it. Sometimes she'll put sets up that aren't great, that are too tight, but she always has Hodge there to save those, and that was a perfect example. Most players couldn't have saved that and gone over the block, tipping it down for the point. Good serve away from the Kistner.
Hooker cleans it up. Point Texas.
Oh my gosh. Watch Destinee Hooker elevate on this play. Broken play just right over the block in the corner. Hodge has to start leaning a little more that way in her middle back position on defense for Penn State.
Glass the back set to Blair Brown.
The block going too far for Texas, leaving a little angle for Blair Brown. She crushes it inside the middle blocker.
11th kill for Brown. That time the serve goes to Kistner. Texas able to get a good pass. Now they'll go back to Hooker. Here comes Penn State. Brown again, the tip, no.
Not a very aggressive swing.
Hooker couldn't put it away. Here comes Hodge out of the back. Nope.
Brown has to work harder getting off the net so that she can then getting away from the net so she can run forcefully and fast back in to get a better swing than that very soft tip that she sent over.
To 25, have to win by 2. Glass. Dorton is blocked. Engel and Doris were there. Wilson. Engel got a touch on it. Hooker! Wilson sends it back.
What a huge play by Wilson, this time reaching her hands across and taking a little more angle. Hooker didn't think she was there.
Dorton. Yogi with some good D. Glass to Hodge. The seniors unable to connect. Point Texas. Texas trying for a second championship and trying to deny Penn State a 4th and an unprecedented 3rd consecutive.
And she's been dangerous here if she gets it over the net.
Texas trying to tie it up. Good pass. Wilson terminates.
What a pass by Megan Hodge, right on the money. That way Penn State could run the offense on a very tough serve by Destinee Hooker. She got it in that time. Now Texas trying to pass with 2. Just Ashley Engel and the libero.
Coker looks to Engel. Brown digs it up. Hodge. Hooker was there. Glass. Back to Hodge. What a play by Kistner. Wilson popped up. Kistner there again. Hooker keeps it alive.
Oh, he's got to call that.
2 contacts on Roberson. The best rally of the match goes to Penn State. And the 2-time defending champs have 3 set points.
And serving was the player, Kathy Quilico, who saved that play. The ball almost fell, and she kept it alive for Hodge to take a swing. What a play.
Engel.
And it did by Quilico.
Glass. Hodge. Here comes Texas. Hooker out of the back. Quilico again. Roberson, no. Hodge. Hooker is there. Another free ball for Penn State. Glass tried to dump it. Hooker with the tip, covered by Dorico. Hodge. Yes!
The great ones do have to figure out a way to get it done when some parts of the game are not working. She made a great pass late against that Destinee Hooker. That laser that came on the jump spin. So Hodge is able to still pick up the other parts of her game, play defense, pass, ball control, block.
This set is only to 15 points, have to win by 2. Texas on the board first.
Just the way Texas came out to start the match, setting quick. Still, Texas, surprisingly, for the overall course of this match, is passing a little better passing numbers than Penn State.
Tied at 1.
And the other big thing, Penn State 2 years ago was in this situation at set number 5. Last year, Texas lost being up 2-0. We'll see if the experience of Penn State can win out. Serving in, but to the wrong person. Watch out for Destinee.
Got it by the block. 2-1 Texas. Balls up, blocked by Doris. 3-1 Horns.
That's the first time Balzer's been stopped all night. She doesn't get very many opportunities, but they really carefully pick their spots. That's not a good sign for Penn State. First error for her.
Glass looking to Dorton, blocked again. Through the block for the freshman for Penn State.
Darcy Dorton having an awfully nice match as a freshman. Hitting almost 300 now, and that time the block went just too early on its way down by the time the ball got there.
Hooker to Doris, sliding behind, covered by Glass. Hodge the tip out of the back. Hooker got it. Engel did not get it down. We're even at 3.
Engel just getting under that ball a little bit. She and Hooker, and of course Kistner, the seniors that need to lead this Texas team.
Engel going to give it a go. Brown looking for Hodge out of the back. Hooker got enough of it. Hooker down the line and in.
You're right. Hooker coming up with a fisty there and just keeping the ball alive. Texas needs to set Destinee Hooker a lot. Ride her success for a title.
30 kills now for Destinee. Glass to Blair Brown. Tied at 4.
Hooker getting off another very strong serve, but the player who sat next to her at the All-American banquet last night, the two players vying for the title of National Player of the Year, Megan Hodge, controlling it perfectly.
Hodge adds to her finals record in the rally scoring era now with 32 kills.
And Texas could just set her every single time. She's a front row player. She's a back row hitter. That would be a new definition of a 6 rotation player. Just set her in each of the 6 times you receive serve. Another nice pass by Hodge.
Wilson pounds it down. Even at 5. The streaks for Penn State. 101 wins in a row. 17 consecutive in the NCAA tournament. There has never been a back-to-back champion going undefeated both times. There has never been a team to win 3 titles in a row. Texas trying to prevent it. And they've got the lead back at 6-5.
So pretty good volleyball right now. Both teams in system, running the offensive patterns they want to run, and it's just one kill after another. First ball kills.
Engel. Dorica with the pass. Glass looking for Hodge. Set back and down by Adams and Fawcett. The first 2-point lead of the set.
Wow, Rachel Adams working so hard just to get her hands across there. Nice touch.
Hooker plays it back across. Glass back to Hodge.
You see that last set, very fast speed. It barely got over the height of the antennas. That's the set Hodge attacks the best. When it's fast, it forces her to run in quickly. She jumps higher.
Asked Russ Rose about his seniors, the winningest class in the history of the sport before the match. He said, nobody's been better at winning than they are. I'll take them any time in a tight one. And a block by Balza. Penn State ties it up.
Balza owed one. She got blocked early in this set. Finally gets a block for herself here, reaching to her right. Well aware and seeing the cross-court shot that time attempted by Adams.
Green, the State College native with the serve.
Wrong place to serve.
Hooker's tip. Green out of bounds.
Really,
Texas on top.
Really heads up play by Hooker there. Tipping to the player who had just served a middle blocker instead of a libero, and the tip goes down.
Midway through the 5th set, the teams will switch sides. A 1-point Texas advantage, looking for their 2nd title. Penn State 4th. It would tie Russ Rose for the most championships, with John Dunning and Don Shaw. They've each won 4 apiece.
About 2 years and a day ago, he only had 1. 8 points away from an unprecedented third, but Texas just 7 away from history itself. They wanted to be the team that took Penn State out of that streak 1 year ago.
Let's take you back to last year's semifinal when they were up 2-0 and cruising. And Jared Elliott said, hey, we simply lost our focus and lost our concentration, and they lost 3 sets in a row. Stanford went on to the final and got swept by Penn State. They shook up their preseason routine. They had summer workouts at 6 a.m. Everybody stayed in Austin over the summer to work out together. And it was all geared towards getting past the semis and giving themselves a shot at a championship this year. And it's been because of that fighting spirit. They've been carrying the boxing gloves with them this season. And they are looking to knock out the 2-time defending champs here tonight.
There have been a lot of punches thrown by both teams tonight. And it's last team standing. What a match. All it's been built up to be. This has been anticipated since August in the world of women's college volleyball. The number 1 preseason, the number 2 preseason. They stayed that way the entire season, right on into the NCAA, seeding the 2 teams 1 and 2.
They will be talking about this Penn State team for a long, long time. And what a capper to their story it would be if they could finish it up here, the senior class, down 0-2 to win the finals for a 3rd straight year. The races to 15 have to win by 2. Megan Hodge slowed down by the block. And Hooker's tip is sent back.
I'm not sure that was a wise choice by Hooker. They had another touch. She didn't have to tip that ball and gave the opposing blockers a chance to throw it to the floor.
Engel looking for Fawcett. Hodge wants it. Hodge gets it. Hodge cannot terminate.
Hodge isn't getting quite off the net far enough in transition. She needs to turn and run away and then run back. Just got under that ball too much. Didn't get a good, strong approach. But look for this senior pair, Alisha Glass, the setter, and Megan Hodge, to work their magic. Try to get the ball to Hodge a lot in the last few plays.
Glass gets it to Hodge. Texas couldn't track it down. Set number 5 in the national championship match. Undefeated Penn State once beaten Texas, the top 2 teams all year long. We are tied in the 5th after Texas took the first 2 sets. Penn State the next 2, and Fawcett gives Texas the lead. The 4th title for Penn State. It would be a 3rd consecutive for the first time in the sport's history. Texas 5 points away from the title. Blair Brown with the kill.
That's the player who has to get set in that last rotation. Megan Hodge is in the back. Ariel Wilson's out of the game. Blair Brown can come up with a few key ones on the other side. Got to look for Hooker to get the ball here.
And she does.
That's the natural choice. Watch her come flying from the right part of your screen. Look at how high she is, right over again, as her opposing coach says, rendering that block useless. Now, can the other team control that hard serve? Oh, what a nice save.
Blair Brown right at Hooker. Jordan, second chance, and they get it.
It's a 4-point game.
Brown, another tough serve. And Penn State has the lead.
Coach
Texas is arguing.
Thinks that Wilson hit the net. I'm not sure she did, so he wants to cool off. You're not allowed to touch the net in volleyball, but the net was jumping. So when she takes this swing, is it her hand hitting the net, or is it the ball hitting the net? Texas feels like it was her hand. Let's see right there. No, the hand did not hit. That was all ball. You see how she stopped her swing. Had she followed through any more, she would have touched the net. But you can see it pretty clearly. The ball actually pushed the net down, and there was space between her hand and the net. See it one more time. She did a nice job of holding back, and I think Texas's coaches are doing a nice job right now of not protesting that call anymore. They have to focus on the next play. Set up what they want to do on offense in the timeout. Get a good pass. Get a good set to the proper hitter in that situation. So Texas making the right choice. Don't dwell on things you can't control.
Penn State with its first lead of this set. We are going to 15. You have to win by 2.
One other note, both teams passing very well this particular set, this 5th set. And I think it's just because there are some nerves. They're not serving as tough. They want to keep the ball in the court. And that's probably a good choice. Keep the ball in the court, make the other team beat you.
Penn State, 101 wins in a row. Looking for the 3rd straight championship. Trying to come back from an 0-2 deficit tonight. Texas trying to put those streaks to bed, and Brown with the service error.
Coach Rose looking very cool over there, marking down another stat of something that didn't get done right. But boy, was that a bad miss. Force a team to call a timeout and then serve it into the bottom of the net.
Doris serving for Texas.
Oh, that was out.
Dorton makes them pay anyways.
What a huge play by Dorton.
The freshman doesn't have a ring for herself yet. Not a part of the last 2 titles, and she has been their emotional center tonight.
And she took the number of the player who does have a couple, Nicole Fawcett, who graduated last year.
Hooker looking for a touch. No!
See the Penn State bench, a couple of the coaches screaming, watch for the tip on this next play. Hooker hit that last ball out. If she gets a little tentative, she always has the play that can get her out of trouble, and that's the short tip. It's been working for her a lot, but it's easy to control if you're in the right spot.
Penn State looking for a 3rd straight. Let's revisit the last 2. 3 ball, Nittany Lions. To Megan Hodge. It's over. The Penn State Nittany Lions are the 2007 national champions. Krista's going to set it. Fawcett running in. Off the block. The national championship for the 2nd year in a row goes to a perfect Penn State Nittany Lion team. 38-0. And this current edition of Nittany Lions trying to become the 5th team to win the title undefeated in the NCAA era. It happened a couple of times back in the AIAW days. Down 0-2 in this match tonight, and now 2 championship points to win it.
And the other thing is Penn State's very happy to have Megan Hodge up at the net now. Even if they don't win this play, they get to receive serve with Hodge up there to get to take a swing for the title.
Texas saves one of them, and now Penn State in serve-receive for a championship point.
You have 2 front court hitters for Penn State. Hodge, Wilson, Brown in the backcourt.
Ashley Engel's been serving tough all night. Quilico to Glass on the overpass. Wilson outside to Hodge. Penn State showing the heart of a lion. Comes from 0-2 down to win its 3rd championship in a row. story just got even better for Penn State fans. A third championship